We have Divine Feminine as the very first card. The very first card, we have Divine Feminine. So your person feels like you're their Divine Feminine, and if they don't know what that means, because a lot of people don't, it means, as feelings, that they feel like you are irreplaceable. They feel like nobody compares to you. They feel like you bring this sense of comfort to their life that they can't explain. There's something about your energy. There's something about your presence. There's just something about you. And with Divine Feminine, it could be that you're not taking action towards this person. If they're feeling like you're in Divine Feminine energy, again, I don't think they know what Divine Feminine energy is, but we do. And Divine Feminine energy is attracting, not chasing. So I feel like this person feels like you're not chasing them, or you're not making moves towards them. Interesting. So that's an interesting way to start this reading. Divine Feminine. I have to, look at this deck. I need to bend it the other way more, you know? It's a little bent. It's a little bendy. We have trapped, so your person could feel stuck right now. They could be an Eight of Swords energy. They could be overthinking. They could feel like they're trapped when really they're not trapped. It could be that trauma is keeping them stuck. So they could have trauma wounding that's keeping them feeling like they're stuck. They could be going through a dark night of the soul, Eight of Swords, but let's keep going. So they feel like they can't come towards you, possibly. And we have shocking. Interesting. We have unexpected. So maybe there's something going on in their life. Maybe they're going through tower moments. Maybe they're going through a wake-up call. Again, we know what all of this means. I don't think they do. So they could be experiencing a lot of turmoil in their life right now. And remember that Divine Feminine energy really missing your comfort. They could have just received some sort of shocking news. We have longing, craving, aching, wanting. Six of Cups energy. If anybody knows, I use this deck all the time, and I never, you see me shuffle, I always do the bridge shuffle. With this deck, I never bend it like I'm doing right now. Interesting. We have return, and we also have rejection. So if this, look, we have return and second chance and rejection. So maybe this person returned, I'm just thinking out loud here. Maybe this person returned and you rejected them, and it shocked them that you were like, you know, what? No, I deserve better. Or whatever you said to them. It could have shocked them that you rejected them. For others of you, this is someone heavily you've got two cards here about making amends and reconciliation, but you've got rejection here. And if you're dealing with a Divine Masculine and they're feeling fear of rejection, it means that might be what's stopping them from taking action towards you. That might be what's keeping them stuck, is this fear of rejection. Because if they're feeling like you're in Divine Feminine energy, it means that you're doing really well. Anyway. Can someone give me the symbolism? I know this sounds weird, but whenever I am struggling to see the symbolism in something, you guys always come through for me. And whenever I use this deck, it is the only deck I use that I don't do that bridge shuffle, because it's already bent one way. And well, I don't want to make it bend if it doesn't want to bend. I feel like there's symbolism there. Somehow, whether it was you didn't want to ruffle this person's feathers, maybe I don't know what the symbolism is there, but during this reading, I'm feeling compelled to bend this deck and make it do that bridge shuffle. Again, some people will be like, just do the reading, but there's symbolism in everything. So what does that mean to you? The fact that this deck is always bent one way, and I've never pushed it, right? I've never done that. That takes a lot of force to do that with a deck that's bent one way. And in your reading, I'm feeling very called to bend it. Why did that sound so dirty? We have thinking, missing you, craving, desiring, this energy. It's all it's very interesting. Maybe this person wasn't expecting to miss you as much as they do or think about you as much as they do. Again, there's something, I'm hearing I'm interested to see what you say about this. And no, I'm not going to close my comment section. You guys convinced me not to close my comment section. But there's something about the way that I'm forcing this deck to bend the opposite way. I don't know what that means, but I'm hoping that you guys will tell me what that means. So yeah, teach me. So let's see how this person is feeling about you. Obsession. No way. Not surprising. Abandoned. So if this person could have abandoned you, but it feels to me like this person is longing for you, and maybe because you are not chasing them, they feel abandoned by you. Anyway, we have obsession here. So infatuation, adoration, is that how you say that? It always confuses me, the way that words change. Adore becomes adoration, or is it adoration? See, that doesn't sound right. I think it's adoration, but why does it change? Language is a funny thing. Anyway, and we have addiction, so there could have been codependency here. And something about the way this deck bends, And now I'm hearing Henry from ever after, I will not yield. So maybe this person thought they would never change, and maybe Divine Feminine, you have inspired them to change their ways, you know? Just the something weird here. Anyway, I'm interested to see your take on that. With the addiction, this could have been a connection where there was codependency, and codependency looks different for different people. When you feel that codependent attachment, you know what I'm going to say. I sound like a broken record, but some people anxiously attach when they feel codependency. They anxiously attach because they don't want to lose it. And other people, when they feel that codependency, that addiction to someone, they're like, oh, this isn't good. I need to avoid this. Like, I don't like the way it feels to be addicted to this person. I need to start avoiding. And sometimes those behaviors are subconscious behaviors that this person isn't consciously aware of, you know? Anyway, we have past life. So you could, you know, have a past life, could have shared past and lives with this person. And that's why there's this attachment between you, because your souls recognize each other. This is Capricorn energy I'm hearing. We've got, this energy is like 5 of Pentacles, which is Taurus energy. Take it as it resonates. I don't normally hear signs with these cards, but today I am. So there you go. And there is something about this plant that I was mentioning, subtle changes. So this person could be changing, even though you can't see it with your naked eye, or with your, you can't see it in the 3D, I should say. So yeah, let's get into it, my friends. I hope you're doing well today. We're getting a snowstorm here today. I don't know why that excites me. It doesn't really. I don't know why I laughed, but I just can't think of a better way to spend a snowy day than doing readings for my friends. So here we are. So feelings, I keep seeing white SUVs drive by. That's different. Usually it's the white pickup truck. Today it's white SUVs. So let's see how your person is feeling about you. We have cloudy judgment. So they could have made the wrong judgment about you. Like maybe they judged you unfairly. For how they're feeling about you, we have unbalanced. So this connection could have been unbalanced. Someone could have been giving more here. Maybe they weren't giving enough. Interesting. They could be getting a wake-up call here. Questioning their own judgment about you is what I'm hearing and about this situation. Interesting. Their perception could have been distorted about this. Like maybe they, I don't know why I hear anything, but maybe they were very stuck in their ways. Whatever that means. Maybe their opinion, like maybe their perception of the situation was very distorted. This person could have distorted views on things because of like wounding that they have and trauma that they have. Anyway, let's keep going. Empty. They feel empty without you, like something is missing in their life without you. And we have healing. And remember, I was talking about the divine feminine, and even though they probably don't know what a divine feminine is, they feel that type of energy about you. And I feel like this person felt like you were very healing, very cleansing, very comforting. And it's like, this person is realizing they made the wrong judgment call here. And now they're feeling like their life is quite empty without you. You know, as they heal, as they evolve, as you heal and focus on yourself, it's like this person is realizing how empty their life is without you. Let's keep going. We have new beginnings. Try again. Don't give up. And we have bitterness, resentment, anger, hurtful words. So this person, what could be keeping, we have chasing. So maybe you're not chasing them anymore. And maybe that's like, maybe they were upset about that. I'm using that past tense. I don't think they're still upset about it. But it feels to me like this person, it feels like for some reason I want to switch these cards. I don't know why. It feels like this person is feeling like they could have been quite triggered, or they could have had, remember that stuck card and I mentioned trauma, and that they could have had I'm seeing like fragmentation of the soul. So trauma that causes this person to have like reactions to things that, you know, not everybody would react to. But because this person has a fragmentation of the soul, they respond or react in very intense ways. This person, remember I said cloudy judgment, they made the wrong judgment call. This could have been someone who was, you know, who was quite bitter and angry and like low vibrational energy because of their wounding. And that could have been, you know, you could have gotten, how do I put that into words? They could have projected that onto you, or that could have been thrown back at you, you know? It feels like this person is thinking about having a new beginning with you, wanting to try again, but maybe they fear rejection because, you know, that they said some quite hurtful things to you, hurtful words, you know, anger. So I feel like this person was acting from a place of clouded judgment, acting from a place of fragmentation of the soul, and took it out on you. For some of you, if this person did pop back in unexpectedly, wanting another chance, and you were like wanting a new beginning, and you were like, no. Or if they were trying to make amends, and maybe you were like, no, you know, no, you crossed the line. You crossed the line. They could have become resentful towards you. Like, I'm not saying they're still resentful. I'm saying that if that did happen, and I'm not saying that happened for all of you, but that could have made them quite angry that you didn't just take them back, that you didn't just like, maybe you were a bit of a chaser. and maybe. In the past, you always took them back, or they thought you would take them back, but you didn't. Take those messages as it resonates. This person thinking about a new beginning with you, wanting to start over. Maybe they're having a hard time, you know, seeing how they could come back in after they've said these hurtful things or after they've made the wrong judgment call. Like maybe their fear is stopping them. Let's keep going. Beauty, Empress energy, lots of divine feminine energy here. They see you as this Beauty and the Beast could be symbolic. You know, in that movie, you know, the characters say, she's the one that's come to break the spell. Maybe you're the one that was meant to help this person finally realize that they have trauma that they can heal. Maybe you were the person that was meant to help them. Whatever the opposite of fragmentation is, put their heart back together. And when you think about, like, I'm looking at this bitterness card, and when you think about that movie, you know, she was trying to help him, and like she was helping him. Like he had a cut on his arm and she was trying to help him, and he was like, whoa, why would you do that? Like he was like yelling at her and screaming at her in her face, and she's like, I'm just trying to help you. Like, what's your problem? That's, you know, that's a movie that's a good example of unconditional love, in my opinion. But anyway, Beauty and the Beast could be symbolic. You could have brought out like the most B-sides of this person. Anyway, they feel like you're charming, graceful, kind-hearted. Again, they're missing that energy in their life is what I'm hearing. And again, they probably don't know what a DeFi, boundaries. What did I say? When I was talking about how maybe this person came in and tried to make amends and you were like, no, you crossed the line. Look, boundaries. So for how they feel about you, even if that's not your situation, even if they didn't come back in and try to make amends and you were like, no, you've gone too far. It feels like they crossed a line here. And that maybe you had to put up a boundary that you're protecting yourself right now. You know, enough is enough, drawing the line. So you could have put up a boundary here, or they could have just crossed the line. We have healing. So it does feel like this person did cross some sort of line, cross some sort of boundary. You could have put up a boundary, like you could have put up a boundary with this person, and now maybe that's what's keeping them stuck, is they don't want to cross that boundary. I'm not saying that that wasn't a good thing. If you're a divine feminine, part of your lesson is to learn how to put up boundaries, especially with your divine counterpart, and to, you know when enough is enough. Very important part of the journey. We do have healing, releasing, so they feel like you're releasing them. Energetically, they can feel it. Interesting. So let's keep going for how they're feeling about you. Let's keep going. So we do have confusion underneath clouded judgment, unbalanced. So this person could have confused you. You know, they could have been very uncertain with you. It feels like maybe their cloudy judgment and their distorted energy, they could have been in like distorted masculine energy. They could have been in distorted feminine energy, caused them to be very like confusing. Underneath this feeling empty and hollow card, we have loyalty. So maybe they thought you were always going to be there. It feels like they're realizing that their life feels empty without you. They feel like you were very trusting. You were reliable. You know, you believed in them. You were always there for them. Golden retriever energy, you know, always there for them, always happy to see them, always taking them back, like very loyal. And maybe now you're not. Like, and I'm not talking about not being loyal, but like maybe now you're in black cat energy. Maybe you're focusing on yourself, that divine feminine energy, you know, you're no longer chasing this person, and now this person feels the loss of you. They feel the loss of that loyalty in their life. Underneath, I told you, this is exactly what I was saying. Thank you for the confirmation, Spirit. They know they made a mistake with this anger and the hurtful words. And it says, misunderstood victim, lost soul. And that's exactly what I was getting at. Again, I'm not making excuses for this person, but I don't believe that people are just born a-holes and born jerks. You know, that comes from their childhood, that comes from learned behavior, that comes from wounding, that comes from not having their needs met. You know, when someone acts like that, it's because somewhere along the way, that's how they learned how to protect themselves. It doesn't make sense, I know, and again, I'm not making excuses, but I feel like it says lost soul, and I was saying fragmentation of the soul. So it does feel like this was someone who was lost, someone who was misunderstood. Again, you can say the beast was misunderstood. You know, like you had compassion for the beast, didn't you, in that movie? Anyway, I don't know why Beauty and the Beast is like really strong in this reading. But they know they made a mistake with their hurtful words and their anger. And if they were resentful towards you, it was because they're a lost soul, you know? This could have been someone who always saw themselves as the victim as well. So maybe it didn't matter what you did. They thought they were the victim, so they acted like the victim. Take it as it resonates. We have commitment on the bottom, and then we have running. So I feel like you were dealing with someone who was running from commitment. Just saying. New beginnings, new beginnings. We have, all right, we have 3 cards coming out. We have heart fog, mixed signals. I said this person could have been sending you mixed signals. They know they messed up. Whoever this is, they know they messed up. Underneath new beginnings, we have resistance. And remember, I said, for some of you, this person has been wanting to come in, but there's like a fear of rejection there. For some of you, they could have tried to have a new beginning with you. Maybe like really shortly after they crossed the line, they came right back in and you could have been like, no, you crossed the line. For some reason, I'm getting like, I'm getting a quote in my head from a movie, but I can't figure out what movie it is. It's just someone like, no, you crossed the line. Underneath, it fell there itself. Underneath beauty, we have chemistry. So this person feels like a magnetic attraction to you, an insane chemistry with you, attraction, spark, passion. So again, you could be counterparts. And underneath boundaries, we have clarity, truth, intentions, honesty. That feels like Queen of Swords energy to me, the clarity. It feels like you put up a boundary with this person, or even if this boundary came. After this person wronged you in some way or walked away from you, it does feel like there's a boundary here. I think that whatever you said to this person, whatever boundary you put in place, has caused this person to have clarity about the situation. Take all of that as it resonates. I'm actually feeling called to get a different deck. But what deck? Is it this one? Okay, just wipe the dust off of it. I'm just going to get a few from here. We have heartbroken, deeply hurt and sad, feeling lost, grieving this breakup. This is how they're feeling about you. I forgot to look at the bottom. We have not enough. Lacking confidence, self-sabotage, ego and fear, frustrations, and I'm reading a book about where these feelings come from, the root cause of them. And I have to tell you, I was reading about, I can't remember what the root of it was, but it could have been rejection, like this person feeling rejected as a child. So then they grow up and they overcompensate for that by like spontaneously breaking up with someone, you know? Anyway, I feel like this person lacks self-esteem, lacking confidence, self-sabotage, ego, and fear. So their ego could have caused them to, push you away. But let's just, ego and fear, the resentful, hurtful words that comes from ego and fear. Like I'm seeing a wounded animal, like the beast in Beauty and the Beast. And, why was he the beast? Because he was selfish and he needed a wake-up call. He needed to awaken. He needed to heal. That's why he was the beast. He needed to learn love and compassion. That's why he was the beast. Anyway, I don't know why I keep talking about Beauty and the Beast in this reading. And now I'm hearing music from Beauty and the Beast. Let's keep going. Stop distracting me, Spirit. Let's cut the deck. We have abundance. So this person, and then meeting and talking. So this person feels like you're their abundance. They're realizing that you're what's important. Maybe this person prioritized work over you. Anyway, how is this person feeling? We have Phoenix. So they see you rising. They see you growing. New phase and rekindle, renew and growth, change mind, rise from the ashes. And if you are counterparts, then this person is rising from the ashes too. They're having a change mind too. We have clock, needs time, cycles, and takes time. Time to heal, progressing, so they are healing. And remember what I just said about the beast? He needed to heal. That's why he was the beast. He needed a wake-up call. That was his karma. I need to go watch that movie. Anyway, just on a friend level, how did you guys feel about the remake of that movie? Like, I know some people loved it, but like, it was exactly the same, like almost word for word. Sometimes I don't like that in a remake because it makes me miss the original. But anyway, how did you feel about it? I want to know. How is this person feeling? My goodness, we have talking. So this person wants to talk to you about this. They want to reach out if they haven't already. Maybe for some of you, they have reached out and you're like giving them the Queen of Swords treatment and they're feeling rejected. Honor your boundaries is what I'm hearing. And then we have hammer, sabotage, and rebuild. Persistent, working on it, repairing. So this is someone who wants to talk to you. This is someone who feels that they sabotage this connection and now they want to repair it. That's why you had 3 cards coming out about making amends. And on the bottom, we have butterfly and twin flames. That's really interesting. So evolving and growth, next phase, healing inner child, releasing the past, twin flames, yin and yang, balance, union and duality, complement, polar, opposites. So take all that as it resonates. Maybe you're someone who is thinking about dating, or they fear that you're about to start dating someone else, or they see that you're interested in someone else. Take it as it resonates. What deck do I want to use? I'm feeling like Light Seers Tarot today. We've got the Wheel of Fortune. So this person, could be making adjustments subtle adjustments and changes that you're not seeing. The Wheel of Fortune, this person feels like this was a fated connection. There's that fear of rejection. So it's like this person wants to spin the wheel, but there's fear of rejection. Maybe they, again, for some of you, I feel like maybe they did and you rejected them. Let's see how this person is feeling about you. We've got the King of Wands, fire energy. So this person feeling very passionate about you, feeling like they need to take control of the situation. This person could have been quite self-absorbed at one point, quite self-focused. We have the Devil in reverse and Temperance here. So how are they feeling? They feel like you've released them. You've released your attachment over them. Again, taking control of the situation, the Devil in reverse. So 2 cards about taking control of the situation. Capricorn energy. We have the 5 of Wands in reverse, which is about compromise and the end of conflict and coming back together and making amends. So I just want to make sure that, yeah, that's straight. It's straight. And this person is feeling like you're the butterfly. And remember what I always say about the butterfly. The butterfly has a ripple effect. It's interesting because I'm seeing like the caterpillar and the butterfly, and this person knows if they want to be with you, they have to evolve. They have to heal their inner child. They need to release the past if they want to be with you. We have Hanged Man in reverse and the Lovers. Oh my gosh. So this person wants to show you a new side of them, show you a new perspective of them. This person could have the Lovers. We have Pisces and Gemini here. What's underneath you? The Knight of Swords. I feel like this person does feel like you've released them, that you're no longer chasing them. I just want to look at Hanged Man in reverse. I'll get this book. New perspectives on love, changes in romantic life, love life. So for how they're feeling about you, they have a new perspective of you. This is them letting go and surrendering. This is them wanting to come out of Hanged Man energy, making the choice to come out of Hanged Man energy and take action. So let's look at this. I want to see this person's current energy, their current energy. Show me this person's current energy, wanting to reconciliate, wanting to get back together, wanting to make amends, wanting to repair this connection. Ace of Cups, renewal. So their current energy. This is also, listen, this is learning lessons. This is healing. That's their current energy. Remember how I said you drew a line possibly, whether you drew it or they just felt it. They're learning their lesson here. This is their current energy. 10 of Swords in reversed. Healing, lessons learned, healing from the past, wanting to put a relationship back together. The clouds are finally parting and better days are ahead. Remember the clouds right here. The confusion. The clouds are parting. Subtle changes. This person is healing, learning lessons. Oh my goodness, listening to their heart. We have 4 of Wands and Judgment. Like this person wants reconciliation with you. They want to resurrect something here with you. Let's see how they're feeling about you now. How are they feeling about you? How are they feeling about you? Queen of Cups. Yep, beauty, compassion. Remember, I talked to you about compassion. For some of you, this person could have made the wrong choice. But we have the Queen of Cups. So this person feels you're very compassionate, very loving, but the Queen of Cups can also be someone who's focusing on self-love. So this person feels like you're focusing on yourself. You're prioritizing your own needs is what I'm hearing. Let's get one more for this one. Very intuitive energy. Ace of Wands. This person is feeling like they want to take action towards you. The Ace of Wands is inspired action. The Ace of Wands is passion. Like this person has a lot of passion for you, that attraction, spark, passion. That's the Ace of Wands. One more for how they're feeling about you. Oh my goodness, we've got the King of Cups. So they see you as their person. They see you as their match. This person envisions a future with you. This person wants to progress towards you. Justice. So they may owe you. Accountability, truth, balance. Very interesting for how they're feeling about you. This is someone using their head and heart when it comes to this connection right now. So it's like they're not just looking at this with their head or their mind. They're also using their heart, and their heart is calling to you. Like their heart, there's also a boat here, which is about progression and something arriving, like this person wanting to come towards you. One last card about how they're feeling about you. One last card. We have the 2 of Wands, and we have the 9 of Wands, and we have the Emperor. So this person wants to change their approach. You could have a strong boundary up here with the 9 of Wands. Like you could have a boundary up, and this person is trying to figure out how to approach you. They know they need to approach you differently than the past. I feel like in the past they approached you with resentfulness and bitterness and hurtful words and anger, and they know they need to. And possibly, remember how I said victim? 9 of Wands. They could have acted like they were the victim or had that victim mentality. They know they need to change their approach here. They know they need to take action. They know they need to step up. I feel like you could have made this person realize something about their patterns with that 2 of Wands. This person knows those patterns won't work here anymore. They need to fix them. They need to change them. They need to heal them. Interesting. Let's look at their intentions towards you. Show me their intentions. We've got death and rebirth, and the Ace of Swords actually wanted to come off here. It stuck to my thumb, as you can see. So their intentions, truth and clarity, communication, transformation, new beginnings. Just like this card right here, and again, that stuck to my thumb. I also saw the Empress there. I don't know if you saw that. Look at the Emperor and the Empress. So their intentions, renewal, commitment. Remember, we saw commitment. They want to invest in this connection. Black pickup truck that time. Let's see what action they're planning on taking. What action is this person going to take? Well, we have making adjustments, spinning that wheel, changes, compromise. 5 of Wands in reverse for actions is the end of conflict. Compromise again, 2 cards about compromise. This person, again, making adjustments, compromising. It's the end of conflict, wanting to bring balance and healing and harmony here. You could, like, I'm seeing the sun and the moon here again. You could be divine feminine, divine masculine, you and this person. This person, the Temperance card also talks about reevaluating the priorities you have chosen. So it's like this person wants to reevaluate the things they prioritized over this connection, I'm hearing. And on the bottom, we have the Magician for their actions, and that's taking control of the situation. That's being proactive in love. That's, you know, that is communication, the Magician. So what is your advice about this person? Their feelings are very straightforward. That's your advice? That's your advice. So your advice is to know your worth, know what you deserve. If you are a divine feminine on this counterpart journey, your advice is to work on your divine masculine energy, which I just said, know your worth. If there's something that you're thinking about taking action towards, take action towards it. I'm not talking about this person. I'm talking about things in your life having to do with you, new business, things around your house that you've been thinking about taking action towards, repairs that need done. There's a message about releasing control over this and over other situations, you know. Release the need to try and fix other people is what I'm hearing as well. For advice, you know, it does look like you're dealing with a divine masculine here if you're resonating with this reading. I forgot to mention signs. I got so carried away. We had a lot of water, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. We had Taurus and Libra, Aries, Sagittarius, Scorpio. Take it as it resonates. Your advice, in time, this person will take action. The 7 of Pentacles is an energy of waiting for your manifestation to come in. So if you've been manifesting this, you know, I feel like this person is waiting for the right time to take action towards you. We've got the 8 of Swords in reverse, so they're coming out of that stuck energy, that stuck mentality. And 8 of Swords is a new perspective. I feel like this person will show you a new perspective of themselves. Let's see what you can... No, that was your advice. Let's see future energy of this connection. Oh, yep, there we go. The 10 of Wands. They can't take it anymore. The 10 of Wands is actually a very positive card in this sense because it shows this person can't take it anymore, and they come in with the Chariot. They take action. It's also showing the aligning of divine feminine, divine masculine energies. So the 2 of you, 2 opposing forces aligning, and then we have that new perspective. So you'll see a new perspective of this person. Let me just look at the 10 of Wands. That symbolizes the end of conflict. And remember their intentions... No, their actions, 5 of Wands in reverse, which is the end of conflict. So it's kind of confirmed here. Yeah, the 10 of Wands can be a sign of progress. You are nearing the end of a difficult period. And then we have that forward movement. And we have the Lovers and Hanged Man energy here. So that's what's coming up for you today, my friends. I have this astrological deck sitting here. And I don't know why, but I feel called to get it for you. I don't know why. I just want to see what comes out. Let's just get one card. We have the 6th house. This could be their sign. Well, look at that. We have the 4th house. Home, family roots, foundations, emotions, femininity, mother, domestic comfort, feeling at home, ancestors, property, family values. This person could have been more focused on work than this connection. And now they're realizing that their life feels quite empty without you. Take that as it resonates. We have, oh my gosh, I don't know how to pronounce that. Is it Chiron? We have insecurity, wounds, vulnerabilities, healing, deep-seated pain, teaching powers, spiritual strength, difficulties, guilt, transmuting, healing others. Oh my goodness. I've never used this deck on my channel, and I just felt called to get it for you. So take that as it resonates, my friend. And we have, oh my gosh, we have the 12th house, the subconscious, all things hidden, limiting beliefs, self-sacrifice, healings, healing endings, closure, spirituality, isolation, sorrow, intuition, dreams, the unseen realm. And then we've got this neat, like, optical illusion thing happening. So what do you need to know about this connection? What do you need to know about this connection? Bam! Confirmation. Like, seriously, I was only going to get you one card, and I'll take the one on the bottom, but that's the one that came out. Healing. This connection was meant to heal the both of you. We have insecurity, wounds, vulnerabilities, deep-seated pain, teachings, powers, spiritual. Strength, difficulties, guilt, transmuting, healing others. And then on the bottom, we have Jupiter, abundance, growth, expansion, Sagittarius, Pisces, Thursday. So Thursday could be symbolic. Higher education, philosophy, good luck, optimism, faith, generosity, prosperity. That was insane. So yeah, there you go. So I'll just get a few channeled messages from your person. We'll go with the Hermit Tarot. The Hermit Tarot. If I follow you, I could lose everything, like their old self. That's like Five of Swords energy to me. Maybe this person, like, has a lifestyle that if, like, just for example, if they were married and if they followed you, they could lose the foundation they already built. Maybe there's something about work that if they are with you, they'll, their work will suffer. Take that as it resonates. They could be holding on to their past self very tightly. You make my heart full, 10 of Cups. All right, so we'll just get you a few channeled messages. The very first card, yes. So how is this person feeling about you? There's that wounded warrior. I am coming. Trust. This is very interesting. I'm going to leave that there. Look at this. Words do hurt. So this person is realizing that their words did hurt. Maybe they thought, I don't know, that they were justified in saying what they said. I don't know. And now they're realizing that words actually do hurt. We have, I want to get you drunk. But like, that's Capricorn energy. That's that obsession. Maybe this is someone who, thinks if they get a drink into you, you'll be more receptive. I don't know. We have, I want you. There's that wounded warrior energy. You hurt me, but that's okay, I guess. Anyway, I'm sorry right after, and listen to your heart. So take that as it resonates, my friends. That was an interesting reading. I'm sending you lots of love and light, and I will talk to you soon. Bye.